Hey guys, we're going to work on our transfer grid and enlargement. So step one was to draw the 1-inch square grid, and I just have to make the last few marks here. One of the things I did want to show you is making sure that your lines were nice and light. So holding your pencil farther back on the barrel is always going to make a lighter line. So reducing pressure by placement. And then my last line all the way across. I need to have a 8-inch or 10-inch by 8-inch block. So in my particular one, just to make it easier for me to understand, this particular line is my edge. I was just confirming the length of that there. And I need 8 inches, so that would mean this line at the top and the bottom is going to delineate what is my drawing area and what is my border area. So step one, you are going to make sure you label it just the same way as it is on the sheet. And letters for the rows, numbers are for the columns that go down, letters are for the rows that go across. H. Right, it may help you to do the ones on both sides and the bottom, and that's fine. The next thing that you're going to do is going square by square. You're going to start with A1 and continue to A2 and draw all the lines needed to describe what is in each square. You can go very general with this. You can be as detailed as you want to as not. One way on your computer that you can zoom in is go to View, Zoom, and then hit 200%, and then using the scroll bar, you can adjust this to where we can see Chuck close to his face just a little bit better. There you go. What is in A1? There's not a lot of lines. There's some soft edges. So like halfway through A1, we sort of have a jagged line. It's not much. It's the side of his head, and that distinguishes black from a dark gray. And then over here in 2, there's kind of a light gray into the skin tone, and it's about the same. It's a little bit rougher, and then it starts about midway through in 2 and just sort of goes over to the edge. There are a few wrinkles that go through, but nothing ridiculously dominant. All of these are very fine lines that you see here. Those would be soft edges because they're not high contrast, they're low contrast. In 3, we have that wrinkle going back up and through and to the top, and then he's got another one that sort of started back over there in A2 and criggles and goes across horizontally into A3. A4, same situation, except for this time it starts to arc down, and he's got a line that kind of goes up through that. As a wrinkle, it's not a harsh black line because it's not a deep groove. And then as you keep going over, there's a few more, and notice that there's a little bit more value change here. So this line continues on through and sort of ends up right there at that intersection. There's a much deeper wrinkle, so we might want to use a slightly wider line. It starts up at the top and it goes right all the way down to here and actually goes down into the B row, but we'll get that next time around. And there's a little like light lines that sort of come in here, but nothing very dramatic. In 6, there's not a lot of linear detail. It does fade. It's like it's a skin value here, and it goes to a shadow over here. And that shadow sort of, if I had to outline it, is a little bit of a triangle. So that might be the only thing that I indicate for that one. And then 7, I keep going across. So this is just like the video that you saw in the at the very beginning, where the girl is going very slowly across, one row at a time, drawing just the linear details in each one. I'm going to skip ahead and continue to work, and you guys are going to work at your own pace. When this one's done, please make sure you take a photo of your work because this is activity 1.